Hello, I think I am live this time. Did not go live the last time, but I think I'm here now. Hello, Tidy Mind group. It has been a while since I have seen you guys. I don't even know. I don't know if it's live. This is all different. You know how they change Facebook every now and then and you don't know what's going on? So that's me right now. But I think that, yes, I think we're there. I think we've been live for about 20 seconds. So I wanted to address the topic of anxiety today because I know that that is on a lot of people's minds. A lot of people's minds are anxiety. What is anxiety? It is just fear. Everybody is just afraid of this, afraid of that. Everybody's hanging out in their future room. They don't know what's going to happen. We've kind of settled into the whole virus process that we have to do when we go shopping or we go do this or we go do that, and we wear our mask and we take our precautions. And I think that we've been doing that since March. So I think everybody's kind of settled into that routine, but there is still a lot of uncertainties out there. So let's take about 5 or 10 minutes to talk about that. If you've never, I think most people have experienced anxiety. You wouldn't be here in the Tidy Mind group if you hadn't experienced anxiety. But I think there is an extreme anxiety for some people. And if you've never experienced it, good for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is wonderful. But for some of us, our minds overreact to everything. So it's not just a little fear, or it's not just a little worry, it's not just a little, it takes it to the next level, to the next extreme, and everything is life or death. Everything is an overreaction. Everything is made way bigger than it actually is. And then you kind of get sucked into that and you kind of get lost in that. And once you get into it, it's just like a spinning vortex of fear. You don't know how to get out of it. And you're feeling that in your body. Your body is just, your shoulders are up like this. You wake up tense, you wake up tight. And some of you, you know, you may be waking up like that and you don't even really know why. It's not like you're having these anxious thoughts all during the day. It's not so much a thought that is feeding that feeling. It is a feeling that has been sitting inside of you for a very long time. So this is a suppressed feeling that is still creating this energy in your body. So let's just take a little bit and take 5 minutes to try to calm that down. And I hope all of you are doing well. I have really missed you. I've missed our Sunday calls. If you were with me in the Tidy Mind for March and April, I really enjoyed meeting with you there. And as you can see, I have moved since we had our meetings every Sunday, and I'm getting settled into a new space. So I've enjoyed that and getting ready for Christmas. And I know a lot of you are as well, and it will be a little different this year, but that's okay. So whatever you're doing, while I'm rambling right now, I want you to go lay on the couch, go get in a chair, go lay down on the floor, go get back in the bed. I don't care what it is. And if you've got anxiety in your body or you can feel anxiety, I want you to go lay down, get as comfortable as you possibly can. And if you don't have time to do this now, like this will be on the group for forever, I guess, and you can just watch it later. So, or if you're driving or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, you can't do it with me now, that's fine. And I never know what is going to come out in a meditation. I don't know. When I worked retreats, I learned real quick that it was better if they just sprung the topic on me and then I sat down and I did whatever the topic of meditation was, and usually some things would come out that were helpful that I didn't necessarily put together, but I like to pull things in from my heart space or from spirit space to deliver to you so that it can help you in whatever way that you need. So I know whoever is listening, I know the universe has conspired in this exact moment for us to be together right now and for the words to come through me that you might need to hear to bring just a little piece of calm and peace to your life, whatever shape, form that looks like. I am intending and hoping that those words come through me to you today so that you can feel some relief from any excess worry, excess anxiety, excess energy in your body that needs to calm down and relax. And I hope that you are already starting to feel some calm. I want you to just start to listen to my voice, and I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to get in touch with your body right now. Maybe you've been running around today. You've been working on things, you've been worrying about things, your mind has been trying to figure out things. Maybe it has created these mountains of problems that in reality aren't mountains. Maybe they're a little smaller than a mountain. But to your mind and to our mind, which I like to refer to as our inner child, everything's a big deal. I don't know if you've been around children, but everything is bigger than an actual reality. Everything is more dramatic. Everything is more important. Everything is more threatening. Everything is more, and that is exactly how your mind is. Everything is way more than it actually is. So we're just going to start to minimize that down right now. And I know for a lot of you, if you can close your eyes and just use your imagination with me now. And we talk about our tidy mind house. And we go into this house, and I want you to just imagine that you're inside your house right now, your mental house. What does it look like? Is it nice and neat and organized? Does it make you feel calm to look around inside of there? Or has your mind been pulling out stuff all day long? Does it have about 5 or 6 topics it keeps jumping back and forth from? Is it trying to fix every single one of them all at the same time? Has it made just a really massive mess in your house? So I want you to imagine that you are the adult, calm presence standing in the middle of your mental house in whatever shape it is in right now. And I want you to imagine there's a lot of energy moving around in this house right now. If you're feeling anxiety in your body and you're worried and you've been off in the future room or the past room, wherever you've been spending time in this house, just know that if you're feeling anxiety, there's a mess in there. And there's not just a mess, there's a mess maker, and it is running around rampant right now. So as you're lying there and you're taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, I want you to imagine that you are not this mess maker. You are not this mind acting crazy, thinking these crazy things, making big deals, making everything massive and insurmountable, making everything life or death, making everything overwhelming. You are not that. But what you are is just the calm presence that is standing there with me, and I'm going to stand with you in your tidy mind house, and we're going to stand together there. And we're just standing there, and we're just watching. We're watching this crazy little being that we call our mind, and it is running around. And now I want you to call in whatever your belief system is in a higher power. If it's for you, if it's God, if it's angels, if it's Mother Mary, if it's the Buddha, I want you to think of the most calming, or maybe it's someone on the earth. Maybe it's a spiritual teacher that you know. I want you to call them in to stand there with me and you, because we want to amplify the essence of calm. So we have more calm outweighing this crazy little mind that is running around so panicked, so upset, so frantic. not knowing what to do about this, and feeling like it has to be solved now. We can't just sit here. We can't just sit here for 5 minutes with Angie and Buddha or God or whoever and angels. We can't do that. We need to be figuring this out. This is not going to figure itself out. That's what your mind will say. And I want you to know that for just the next 2 more minutes, we're just going to stand here together, and we're going to separate. We're going to separate ourselves out from this mind. Separate yourself out. Pull yourself away and just watch. You're just watching your mind inside your tidy mind house. There it goes. Watch where it's going. It may be just throwing boxes around. It may be pulling out old memories of they did this and they said that and this isn't going to work because of that and this and I don't know how this is going to work out and I'll never get this and I'll never get that and then all of these consequences are going to happen. It could be saying all of the above. But just watch it. And now I want you to call that little being into this beautiful little safe group that we've created. We've created this nice little bubble of calm that is totally separate from that being that is creating all this anxiety, from that mind of yours. And I want you to, in your mind, just imagine that you're calling it over to you. And it's so afraid. It's so afraid to stop what it's doing. It's so afraid to just stop and relax for a second. It's so afraid to come over to the calm. It's so afraid to not be doing or thinking or trying or striving or trying to figure it out. It's so afraid to let go of that because it thinks that if it's not trying or doing or being, that it's just all going to fall apart. And it thinks that it is in control in some way by doing this. But we want to help it see that it is not. And we actually want to help it see the truth of the fact that it's standing outside of the space where the answers are. In all of its trying and figuring and struggling and worrying, it's standing in a space where there are no answers. There are only more and more problems. So I want you to ask it if it will please let go just for 2 minutes. You may have to bargain with it like a child. Okay, well, if we'll just do this for just a few minutes, just to get some peace, just to rest, just to take a break. And the world is not going to fall apart in 2 minutes. Nothing big is really going to change in the next 2 minutes. And see if you can coax it over into our nice little calm circle where we are standing together. You and me, and whatever your image or representation of that higher power is that is standing there with us, that creates this calm energy, that contains all of the answers, that knows the plan, that knows the bigger plan, that knows the why and the how, and knows how it will work out, when it will work out. It knows why you're going through what you're going through. It knows the timing of everything. It knows the perfect timing of everything. It's all laid out. It's all laid out, and the plan is unfolding. And it's just that that little mind part of you is disconnected from that. It doesn't understand what that is, but it could relax into what that is. It may not know what it is. It may not be told what it is because it can't handle it really. But if it can relax into what that plan is. It can just go along for the ride instead of striving and trying to figure it out itself, to understand everything, to know every detail. I know many of us, we want to know all the answers, we want to know all the details, we want to know all the when, where, why, what, how. Right then and there, we're very impatient, our minds are. So we want to tell it, hey, you're not accomplishing anything on your own out there. And we're standing here in this nice, safe bubble, and we want to carry you. We want to carry you along for the ride. And no, you won't know what's happening every step of the way. But we will give you little crumbs of what to do next. If you can relax, we will tell you what to do next all along the way. And it will unfold just as how it's meant to unfold. And it doesn't have to look so scary to you. If you will just come over here and join us in our nice little calm circle where all the answers, all the solutions are all contained, all nice and neat. And all you have to do is just stand in the middle of the circle. And we're asking your mind now to just drop what it's doing. Drop the memories, drop the boxes, drop the dialogue, drop all of the arguments, drop arguing with other people, drop trying to figure out other people, drop analyzing other people, drop processing other people, drop worrying what they're thinking about you, drop worrying about your finances, drop all of it, just let it out of your hands. We're asking your mind to just let it out of its hands. Come on over. Join this nice circle of calm and peace and answers and solutions and the map, the divine roadmap that's all laid out. It's already done for you. It's all done. It could be so much easier than you're making it. And you wouldn't have to go through it with all the worry and the stress and the struggle and the trying. But that also takes just a little bit of trust. Trusting this little inner circle of calm that we've created. Trusting that I'm telling you the truth. Trusting that I know what I'm talking about. Trusting that higher power is there for you. Trusting in whatever your belief system is around that. Trusting in the fact that you as an adult make good decisions. Trusting in the fact that you can trust yourself. Trusting in the fact that you can trust that higher power that you're connected to. Trusting that the world is conspiring, the universe is conspiring for you and not against you. Now I want you to slowly in your mind see that little part of you, that little child part of you that's been trying to run the show and has been causing so much stress and anxiety in your body and maybe even illness. See it drop everything in its hands. See it just slowly surrender. See it drop its shoulders. And as it drops its shoulders, you can drop your shoulders. See it just take a big sigh. A big sigh of, maybe it looks like giving up, maybe it looks like relief. They're both actually the same thing. That is what surrender is. Let it go. It's dropped its shoulders. You've dropped yours. It's taken a big sigh of relief or giving up. Let it go. It's dropped everything. It's unclenched its hands. See and feel all of your muscles are relaxing. All that tension is draining out as you see that mind open its little hands and drop all of those things it's been trying to fit together. Just allowing it to fall away. Leaving a trail behind it as it's walking into this circle of calm that's full of answers, that's full of solutions, that's full of directions, that's full of the way ahead. And not just a way ahead in grace, a way ahead in peace, a way ahead in happiness. Sometimes our mind's afraid to surrender because it has a belief system that its higher power doesn't want it to be happy, doesn't want it to have the things it wants to have. So it thinks, okay, well, I've got to do this on my own then, because that doesn't want that for me. So I want that, so I'm going to do it on my own. I encourage you to work with your belief system if that resonates with you, and change that higher power to one that wants happiness for you, that wants love for you, that wants beautiful things for you, that wants financial security for you, that wants happiness, that wants ease. So that child part of you doesn't feel alone, and that it doesn't hold on to doing things on its own and doing things itself because it's afraid if it doesn't, it won't get what it wants. And also help it to trust that higher power, that bigger picture, that universe can see the absolute highest and best for that mind, for that child, for that part of you that does have wants and needs and desires. And it wants the easiest path for you. And it wants you to get those things and enjoy those things, just like a parent would any child. Loving parents always want our children to have even better than we had. Have a belief system with a higher power that wants even better for you. Better, always better. So it's walking towards this calm circle. Then see it enter into this calm circle and just collapse. Allow this mind that's so exhausted, so overwhelmed, it has wound itself up so much with so much anxiety. Just see it collapse into the arms of you as the adult, of me standing there with you as a support person, of God or your higher power, your angels, your universe, whatever that is for you. Just see it just totally collapse, surrender, and rest. And notice how your body is starting to respond to what your mind is doing. Notice how it is starting to relax, and how all that anxiety is starting to just drain away. And I want you to imagine that every bit of that excess energy that your mind was creating is now draining out of your feet and out of your hands. Almost as if you could see it. Just like a smoke or a vapor coming out of your feet and your hands. It's just excess energy. Just like letting steam off of a pot. And you open that lid and it just, all the steam comes out. We've relieved the pressure. The mind was creating the pressure. We've relieved the pressure. Now the pressure is coming out. And we're not creating more pressure because your mind has surrendered. Your mind is relaxed. And that steam is just coming out of your hands and your feet. Now take a deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And you can use this meditation anytime you feel like that your mind has started that again, and it has started creating pressure and stress and tension again, which is anxiety. It's building up in your body. You can use this meditation. Come back to the circle. Come back to the circle of calm and peace. I hope you guys have a magnificent Friday. It's Friday, it's the weekend. I know we're not being very social, but I hope you find something good on Netflix, or I hope you find something good to do. Maybe Zoom call with a friend or a family or whatever. Or maybe listen to some self-help books or whatever it is that just makes you feel good. Maybe curl if you're in a cold place like I am this time of year. It's December. You can curl up somewhere, get nice and warm. If you're in a hot place, if you're my Australian friends, I don't know, have some ice cream or something. You probably won't, but That's probably what I'd do. All right. I hope you'll have a magnificent weekend, and I hope to join you again soon for maybe another meditation. Who knows? Bye.